Today we're going to be talking about criminal law, specifically interactions with the police and understanding your Miranda rights. So you can generally have three different types of interactions with the police. The first is a consensual encounter, the second is an investigatory stop, and the third is a full-on arrest or a seizure. Now, for a consensual encounter, it's exactly what it sounds like. It's your typical everyday interaction with the police officer. Perhaps you were a witness to a crime and the officer is trying to gather information for you. You're free to leave and terminate the conversation at any time. You're not being detained and you have no obligation to speak to the officer. However, in the interest of public safety and, your civic duties, I think it's probably important to help the police officers solve crimes, so long as you're not the suspect. Then you should never talk. The second kind of police interaction is what's known as an investigatory stop. So for an investigatory stop, the police have to have a reasonable articulable suspicion to stop you. And they can only detain you so long as to confirm or dispel that underlying suspicion. So for example, let's say the police stop you because they think you're about to rob a bank. Because you're like walking outside. But if you say to the officer, well, I'm just trying to look for the ATM. Oh, it's on the other side of the building. Okay, well, at that point, the officer has dispelled the underlying suspicion that gave him the reason to stop you in the first place. The third type of encounter with the police is an arrest. This is an actual seizure of you, and they are going to detain you and most likely haul you into some kind of interrogation room or a holding cell, and you're going to get booked into jail. Now, for the police to effect an arrest on you, they need probable cause. Generally, the police have to have an arrest warrant to come arrest you, which is supported by probable cause signed by a neutral and detached magistrate or judge. But if the police officers see you commit a crime or they have sufficient probable cause, they can make an arrest of you at that time. If you're unfortunate enough to be arrested, it's important to remember those Miranda warnings. And it's important to remember that you should never talk to the police under any circumstances if you're ever suspected of a crime. The Miranda warnings only apply if you're in custody and the police are interrogating you. So if you're in the backseat of the police car, if you make a spontaneous statement, that can be used against you regardless of whether they've read you your Miranda rights. So it's always important to keep your mouth shut. Under no circumstances should you ever talk to anybody except your attorney. My name is Kevin Vagovic. I'm a Daytona Beach attorney practicing criminal law, family law, and civil litigation. Visit us on the web at vagoviclaw.com or give us a call at 386-265-0900.